Okie dokie. Figured I get back to doing campaign stuff. Maybe finally get that other dragon riding mount that comes along with it. And once, if I get caught up, maybe do a mythic to run up some keys. Which, to explain what that is, mythic difficulty is the hardest difficulty of a dungeon or raid you can do. But for smaller 5-player dungeons, they can be enhanced further with 2 different levels based on like a certain like key that you get. So like +2, 3, etc. Higher the level, more difficult it becomes. More modifiers that are added. More headache, depending on what you have along with you. But that's neither here nor there. I'll just get back into the story campaign. I just wish it wasn't so gosh darn hot. Oh, what? What did I get? Armored Red Dragonhawk. Mount Parade 2. Wow, okay. I didn't quite realize I hit over 200. But what does it look like? I need to load it and hurry up. Loading. Okay. Like I kind of knew what to expect. At least is has better textures compared to OG Dragonhawks. Anyways, may as well do the weekly as well.
The Isles have awakened.
Go do a time rift. Is it one about to start? 39 minutes. Nope, not doing that yet. Let's see. Oh, no, let's. Yeah. You okay, what you got for me?
I see you have a part to play in this. I'm glad you've come. Senegal should be within the Veiled Ossuary now. Alexstrasza and I will be joining you shortly. Malagos and Sindragos have both suffered violent deaths in their lifetime. The least we can do is put their remaining essences to rest.
Okay. Okay, all the way up there. My memory is hazy when it comes to the characters mentioned, apart from them being other blue dragons. I know Sindragosa got turned into a big old skeletal dragon by the Lich King, and I want to say Malagos was just driven mad with power. Like, I don't know offhand if he was also corrupted by an old god, but he turned bad at some point. Yep.
Grandfather, surely you could rest and leave the cleaning of this place to someone else.
Allow an old dragon a bit of nostalgia. I used to be the keeper of this place when I was younger than you.
Cool to see Senegos up out and about.
I am the oldest of my kind.
Cleaning of the
May the
ossuary.
wisdom of the Titans guide you. I believe we can help each other. The dragon flights will rise again. Just give me one moment. Ah, the spell seems to have fizzled out. I won't make you wait on this old dragon. Stellagosa, could you aid our friend?
Of course, Grandfather. I remember it well. Whenever you're ready, friend. Greetings, my friend. Fair skies and strong... There you go. The trail should be quite easy to follow now. I'll help Grandfather get to the next location.
Thank you, my dear. Champion, we'll be able to see what you see with this spell. Quite handy for extra commentary. I believe I may have put too much power into that spell to save young Kalagos from Razageth. It's taking quite some time to recover.
A ghost.
Ah, these ancient halls. In the old times, blue dragons would claim a small location in the ossuary, where they wished to have their remains sent. We used Dragonblight in Northrend as a final resting place, when it was impossible to return to the Isles. Those who could make it back here after Neltharion nearly wiped us out passed within these halls. I was ordered to leave their remains undisturbed. I was the last remaining gravekeeper after that, given the task to update all the graves before we departed. more rebellious then. They gave me the Gravekeeper role as a way to teach me responsibility. It wasn't until the War of the Ancients that I took it seriously. The blue dragonflight is but a shadow of its former glory.
Oh, you about to play Katamari Damacy?
I believe it is time for a nap.
Yep. Oh, not big enough. Do 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 do.
You're getting the hang of it now. I spent so much time roading up creatures in my youth.
Grandfather, this seems highly inefficient. Don't you have spells to clear the creatures out instantly?
Oh, my dear Stellagosa. When you live as long as we do, you must sometimes favor enjoying life over being efficient.
I admit the charm is growing on me a bit.
This is cute. Oh, need some more.
Very good. Bring the ball closer to the top tomb entrance and launch it into the sky.
Yeet. Feel like that could have gone on a little longer.
If the blue dragons frowned upon your ball escapades, why were you allowed to continue doing it?
Malagos was quite amused by it. He even joined me a few times when time allowed it. And when he was a much more light-hearted aspect. Come closer, little one. My eyes are not what they used to be. There is
Grandfather, why are you still tasked with updating these graves? Surely it should go to younger drakes.
Young Kalagos was insistent I rest. But I have been waiting for a very long time to return here and clean this place. These graves deserve to be updated. It is not good for the dead to be left without rest. I believe we can help each other. Do what you must to save the world, hero. May the wisdom of the Titans guide you. The dragon flights will rise again. Here they are now. Greetings, Caligos. And to you, Lifebinder.
Ah, Senegos. I saw the remnants of your arcane ball. I am heartened to see you have not forgotten your old ways. Caligos, you may do the honors to lay the essences of Malagos and Sindragosa to rest.
Thank you. Sindragosa, Malagos, I am sorry it took us so long to give you this peace. May you have the rest now you were robbed of in life. I stand with you. Watch yourselves. The essences seem to be emitting some strange arcane energy.
It was not uncommon for powerful blue dragons to have their memories reanimate in this way, once they were put to rest. Stellagosa and I can investigate this. I believe you have more of our kind to locate, correct?
Interesting.
Come closer, little one. My eyes are not what they used to be.
How strange. Are these remnants from Malagos and Sindragosa's past?
It would seem so. It appears they were unable to truly depart from this world when they were slain.
I saw many strange phenomena such as this when I laid to rest the blue dragons that made it back here from Neltharion's betrayal.
It was a tragedy that so many were killed, including Sindragosa. Even then, the Lich King allowed her no rest. It pained me to see her raised into undeath.
I could not believe it when word reached my brood of what happened to her. It is a small blessing that she did not linger for long in such a state.
Sindragosa and Malagos both deserved better. I hope now we have given them their proper rest.
You feel my memories begin to seep into the corners of your mind. It feels as if they were your very own. Excuse me. Cast out from your fellow aspects, the great Malagos left alone to protect Azeroth from mortals. The others do not understand what you've been through. You were the forefront against Neltharion. You lost everything, Sindragosa, your flight, your very mind. Yet you still sought to save Azeroth from itself. And for that, your once beloved sister helped lead a band of adventurers to slay you. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to look at it. Be gone. Images not vanish, but instead fill your mind with more images. A battle, destruction of your very self, the sadness of your fellow aspects at your death. Yet a small part survives. They called it the heart of magic. They did not know it still contained the last of your essence. You feel regret seeing the faces of those you once loved. Perhaps you were the one who betrayed them. You do not have long to dwell on this as the memories return to violence. Death, destruction, torment. That is all you know now, and there's no escape. The mortals and aspects must pay for their actions. Be gone! As you look at the figure, the memories associated. What's up, Brandon? Yep, we trying to chill, but it's too damn hot. As you look at the figure, the memories associated it flood. Wow, that's a weird bit of wording right there. Past tense associate it flood into your mind as they were your own. You are risen from the dead. There is a figure, the Lich King. He knows your name is Sendragosa. You are bound to his will. The once vibrant personality you had is gone, replaced with hatred and bitterness. Hatred towards Malagos who abandoned you, bitterness towards the world that betrayed you. Is this what you've become? Where does the Lich King's will end and Sendragosa's begin? Yeah. Memory does not go away. Instead, more flashes fill in your mind. Abominations testing your strength, torturing you, preparing you to fight the enemies of the Lich King. Adventurers surrounding you, wielding their pathetic magics against your might. You are eventually destroyed, but not fully. Your essence was entrapped within crystalline form and handed to one named Caligos. You scream in fury. They believe you are at peace. They do not know you are stranded. Once again, no one is coming to save you. You are trapped for eternity inside the crystal. Just as you believe the memories end, it begins again, rising from the dead, full of hatred. That's pretty heavy. Be gone! And a betrayer. You see the image of Neltharion, the former Black Dragon aspect. Memories begin to flash as if it were your own. You were suspicious of Neltharion. Malagos trusted him. They fought Galakrond together. Together they saved Azeroth. Who are you to go against that? You put aside your suspicions. It was paranoia to believe an aspect would become corrupt, and yet it happened. You cursed yourself when the fighting began. You should have taken a stand. You could have stopped this. This all happened because of your in that words. This all happened because of your inaction. Sindragosa, the Azure Queen, would be no more. Yep. The image stubbornly refuses to be dispelled. Instead, more images appear in your mind. You are gravely wounded. You had lost your sight. Before you lost your sight, you saw the blue dragons wiped out in an instant. You're flung into the cold reaches of Northrend, far from your home in the Azure archives, far from your intended resting place in the veiled Azuary. Ossuary. Perhaps you could reach Dragonflight, find your rest there. You call out for your love, Malagos, but he doesn't answer. You realize there will be no rest. You are alone. Love for the world of mortals is replaced with hatred before everything fades. So probably should have read that first. Some good bits of lore.
The brood dragonflight is but a shadow of its former glory.
That should do it, though it is odd that not all the memories were dispelled as quickly as I'd hoped. Let us speak with Caligos to let him know we should keep an eye on this.
Do what you must to save the world,
Excuse me.
hero.
It is not unusual that Malagos and Cinegrosa would have such powerful memories. From what I understand, their deaths were particularly painful, both slain by adventurers. Shift the eyes. It breaks my heart to think that Sindragosa enduring death not once but twice after being raised by the Lich King. But enough of this old dragon's ramblings. Stalagosa and I will meet you back at the Azir archives.
I believe it is time for a nap.
Yep, a nap does sound good. And where's... all the way over there.
According to my notes, there should be some
Yes.
artifacts in this area.
I'm not going to be focusing on any world quests right now. In fact, let's hit up a flight point.
The Isles have awakened. Go.
Take the scenic route. While this is happening, I will be right back. Okay. The kitties are doing fine. Which to anyone else that happens to watch this, my cat had 2 kittens. It's all happened this past Monday, and they've been feeding on Mama ever since.
These ruins are teeming with
Yes,
magic
yes, yes, yes.
ruins.
This world is full of wonder.
Thank you for your help. As you can see, more blue dragons have arrived, yet some are still missing. We cannot forget about them. I will also ensure we find out more information about this strange phenomenon with Malagos and Sindragosa's memories.
Together, we can achieve anything.
Many blue dragons have returned, and many others have informed me of their plans to make their ways to the Isles. There are a few key members of the flight, however, that I've not heard from. One of them may be able to help, as Zeragos. It that's the thing with all the different dragon flights. They all have like a running theme with their names. For the most part, they'll just end with OS or OSA, as it were. Or rather, I guess the male dragons, OS, and females, OSA. Hmm. Just not catching on to that. Station within the Nexus in Northrend. You, myself, and Centragosa will travel to meet Azergos. He has ignored all my attempts to contact him from afar. Thanks to the Oathstone being empowered, Centragosa can now travel further than ever before. So a little bit of history.
It seems the mortal races have flourished.
This is merely a simulacrum of Centragosa. The real Centragosa has been dead for some time. So now we have a recorded memory that's able to travel further out the Isle, I guess.
I am quite curious to meet this Azuragos after all you have told me about him.
He would have been a boon had he answered our original call for aid.
Ah, my hands!
This is all your fault, isn't it, Calicos? It's absolute
Whoa.
chaos here, and you just happen to show up to make things worse.
Azuragos, you shall cease this behavior at once. Show respect to your aspect, and inform us of the situation you find yourself in.
Lady Sindragosa?
Hmm. Looks like a lot of memories have popped up.
I'm overjoyed to see you. My, look at the time.
Okay, you can pump the brakes there, fella. Yeah, it's an amusing loading screen. Perhaps Caligos's timing is not as bad as I thought, especially if he has the simulacrum of Lady Centragosa with him.
Do take care out there. Going so soon.
Of course I can help track down the missing blue dragons. However, I have a mess on my hands that must be addressed first. Moments ago, several bursts of arcane energy swept through the Nexus, followed by attacks of strange arcane creation. I can create a method of tracking down the blue dragons if you can put down the if you can put down the locations of this wild arcana. Take this staff, do not break it, and use it on 3 locations within the Nexus. Oh, and prepare yourself for a fight. What a dick.
I apologize, Lady Sindragosa. I did not realize I was in the presence of your simulacrum.
I have heard much of you from Caligos, young Azuragos.
Oh? And how did our mighty aspect describe me?
I told Sindragosa you're a recluse, stubborn, and prone to cutting ties with any who slight you. But I trust you to aid me in being the aspect the blue dragons deserve. I called for your aid in the Azure Span, but you did not answer. I called for you when the Oathstone was activated, but you ignored me. You may never believe in me, but I need you to believe in your flight and help us find the others who are missing.
I will do what I can. Now, do you know what is happening here?
Judging by the remnants here, I believe we're still seeing the after effects of putting Sindragosa and Malagos's essences to rest. Senegos mentioned this was an uncommon circumstance, but it appears its effects are more widespread than we thought.
Yeah, that was the other thing with the, if I can remember correctly from Noble's video on the Blue Dragon flight, there was a bit of infighting amongst them to determine who would like lead the Blue Dragons as the key aspect. And I think Malagos was the initial pick at first, but people were, like I say, people. What dragons were? Other dragons were wanting Caligos to take up the mantle. But I think Malagos won out in the end, but became mad later on. An attacker. Why can't I do this yet? Oh, someone else did. Okay, well, it gave me credit, so that's fine. Dagnabbit, come on. Up.
I've done what I can to create a method to find the other blue dragons.
You have my thanks, Azuragos. The arcane disruptions have also calmed down for now, thanks to our friend.
Well, if it isn't you.
Well, things appear much calmer now. I suppose I better investigate how widespread these wild memories will become.
Do take care out there. Going so soon. Pity.
I've crafted a magical globe to help you find the remaining blue dragons. It should give you their rough locations. Now go. On top of everything else I was working on, I must now investigate these memories that attack the Nexus. I shall get to the bottom of it. I said good day, sir.
Do take care out there.
Thank you again, Azuragos. Keep me informed of anything you find regarding these memories. I must focus my efforts in finding the other blue dragons.
You will be the first to know of how much of a burden you have pushed onto me.
Azuragos, a word of advice, if you would hear me.
Lady Sindragosa, I would be honored to hear your words.
I know why you seclude yourself in the Nexus. You look to break the barriers of our realms, to find the one you once loved. To bring one that belongs in another world, to the world of the living.
I had hoped when the gateway to the Shadowlands opened, I would find a way. But all I have are more questions than answers.
What you wish is impossible, Azuragos. If you continue to search for answers alone, your love will turn to bitter hatred, both for the one you care for, and for the world that refused to give you the answers you seek. Seek aid in your fellow blue dragons. You may never find your answer, but they will help mend your heart.
Thank you, Lady Sindragosa. I shall carry your words with me for the rest of my days.
That was nice.
These ruins are teeming with magic ley lines. We
Yes,
must get
yes,
them
yes,
all
yes.
the energy we can.
Well met, friend.
Hopefully Azurgos will join us later. In the meantime, we have the whole of Azeroth to search. Ah, gee whiz.
Come back soon.
Azurgos has narrowed down the locations of the missing blue dragons. Each of us will handle finding several of them. I would entrust you to aid us in finding a few others. Choose where you'd like to go first. Okay, you go that way, I'll go home.
Fair skies and strong winds.
Let's go get some booty. Booty Bay, land of pirates, swindlers, and raiders. Zeros, once just a captive whelpling, has built a mighty reputation as an auction house trader in one of the most cutthroat places of Azeroth. That's pretty funny. However, his recent investment blunder made the front page of the Booty Bay Journal. Rescue him before his debt is collected by the Baron. Oh no. We must help a dragon with a debt problem.
I am the oldest of my kind.
You think I know anything about Booty Bay? Why, yes, I do. I know very much about the booty by the bay.
There is great power within you.
You
Use
would
it wisely.
you would not believe who I read about today in the Booty Bay Journal. I just think that's pretty funny that he gets the Booty Bay Journal all the way out into the Broken Isles. What does that look, Jaybird? I too enjoy light reading from about world affairs. Booty Bay is fascinating. He reads it for the articles. Regardless, I read about Zeros. He was once the captive of an evil mage who hated all blue dragons. He seems to have found his own way in the world since his rescue. Bit of advice for you, young one. Debt is a foolish thing to be in, especially in Booty Bay and especially to the Baron. Let's retrieve him before the sharks do.
May the wisdom of the Titans guide you.
Help me. What is my reputation with Booty Bay? Been so long. Oh, I'm honored. Like, will this reset it? I'll be so upset.
I believe it is time.
Okay, so fine. That was just so weird. Glows of blue magic. The current page is emblazoned with a news header titled Booty Bay Journal. Crystal Smistles. Don't fall for this scam. A report by anonymous contributor. Magical blue crystals. They certainly exist, but not in Booty Bay. After thorough examination, I formally declare these crystals to be as worthy as a reused glass. All crystals have been taken off the local auction house, so the credibility of our sellers may be preserved. Although it may be too late for Zeros, the primary seller of these crystals. You'll have to believe me when I say that a trusted source told me Zeros took a loan from the Baron himself for this investment. Let's hope that Zeros is the first and last victim of this scam. Oh no. Random page. Page feels of blue inky swirls. Met a pleasant mage today. Had quite the magical potential. I would have offered to mentor her if times were different. She was very energetic, and Imigosa particularly favored her presence. We had a very successful encounter against a withered. The mage left us shortly thereafter. That's not in there. She looked particularly troubled any time we were fighting the withered. It was as though there were more than just pity there, as if she felt that she could have been one of them, were her magical upbringing less fortunate. So I believe the withered were not undead, but blood elves that like succumb to like not just blood elves, like any elf with arcane addiction when it overcame them. Another random page. I am certain if I will see the light of the day tomorrow. I have accepted this and I am saying my goodbyes. I am uncertain. Oh my god. The withered are more motivated by something far stronger and primal than anyone could have imagined. Their hunger is a force to be reckoned with. I never did. I never get the did. Yeah, words. I never did get to see the Dragon Isles again. Oh no. Another random page. For you, Runas, the journal entry for today is just for you. Thank you. Ah, Runos. I think he was like the one, the one withered that kind of helped us out in the Legion expansion, which is like a really sad little end to that character. But he like succumbed to the like he was fending off the addiction for arcane energies, but like it took its toll on him. Well, this is awkward. I seem to have survived every moment in which I predicted certain death. I've been trying to reach out to Caligos, our new aspect, and none of my calls have been returned. I understand he is needed. I understand he is needed everywhere, but surely he values the wisdom of one such as myself. Alas, he is young and particularly busy, and perpetually busy, like all the rest of them. When you have my years, you remember what really matters far more frequently. Perhaps I will try to call him again tonight. Any more pages? One more. Well, it certainly has been a turbulent few years, has it not? Yet here I am, back on Dragon Isles. It has changed and is still changing, but is my home. I know it in my bones. Let us see what adventures await me until the very end. Yeah, I think that's all coming from Senegos. Okay, off to Booty Bay.
Baron, you must believe me.
I don't care about the truth, only the weight of gold in my hands. If I'm not repaid in full soon, we'll balance the scales with your own, Zeros.
Again, they're threatening a blue dragon. Like my dude. I know he's disguised as a gnome, but he's still a fucking blue dragon.
Whatever you need.
Get your hands off me. Oh, wait a minute. You're not from around here.
Now, get to work, Zeros. If you try to run, we'll find you and clip your wings.
I might have liked this place when I was young.
Ah! Wait. Senegos? What are you doing all the way out here?
Haven't you heard the call, young one? I am here to bring you to the Dragon Isles.
Ah, yes. Well, things being what they are. What do you want?
Look, believe it or not, I'd be in the Isles already if it wasn't for unfinished business. Recent events have not been kind to me. I owe the Baron, and nobody owes the Baron for long. He will absolutely fine and skin me if I don't pay up. Again, you're a freaking blue dragon. Unless it turns out the Baron's also a dragon in disguise. I invested his money in these magic crystals, but their price has just crashed from the market because of the front page river in the Booty Bay Journal. And the shipment of crystals is missing. Someone must be plotting my demise. Perhaps the good stitches will help me? Who?
I'll be here.
Out with it, Zeros. Have you gotten yourself in trouble? That goblin didn't seem to care much for you. Why didn't you simply eat him?
Right?
He's the Baron.
And you are a blue dragon.
Right?
Albeit a young one.
Shh. I took on a more mature visage form to do business. Please don't blow my cover. Besides, and I don't like violence. I deal in gold, not blood. Everyone is your friend here. Until you're broke and need their time. Let's hope I've made at least one real friend all these years.
Good grief.
I believe you may handle this, my friend. Zeros seems to know what to do. A short nap calls my name. You know where to find me.
You get your Z's, old man.
You're really not going to help a friend in need? I might be dead tomorrow, you know. Oh, hello there, stranger.
Shouldn't be surprised that no one will help me for free. Axe Elixiriz for his price. Trying to decide if that's an I or an L before that B.
Good to see you. Hey,
Information is king.
hurry back.
Information ain't cheap. Out of everyone, Zeros should know the best. Should know that best. People have sighted dangerous crocolists around Janero's Point. You know what I see? Money, money, money. Get me the precious skins, and maybe I'll remember something important about those crystals Zeros is after. If that's too dangerous for your cup of tea, I might be open to other forms of payment too. You know, the most common form. Blixrez folds his arms and waits expectantly. Dude, I'm fucking rolling in gold. I'll pay you. I'll pay you the 28 gold. You're gonna pay me.
Be good.
Yeah, like I'm not going skin Crocodilus. A double or nothing. Attempt to haggle. Okay.
Have a good.
Oh, now you're speaking my language. Prospectorati was the anonymous contributor to the BBJ's front page. Last I heard, he's inspecting the Venture Co. oil rigs.
I mean, I can make that 3k gold back in a week. Not even.
Keep it real. Glad I could help. What do you want?
That scoundrel. I had to deal with Artie to market the. I had to deal with Artie to market the crystals in the paper. Someone must have cut a bigger deal with him. Artie routinely inspects the venture company's working area on the shore. He always brings his own guards, but no one is immune to gold in Beauty Bay. Take my last bit of gold, go to the oil rigs, and bribe the guards to look the other way before you confront Artie.
So long, friend.
Okay?
Thanks, Blixrez. Come on, friend. I'll be hiding up in the cliffs overlooking the bay. Please hurry.
Zoop.
Oh, thanks. Time to turn you in now.
Toss a coin to a goblin.
You think that's enough to pay me off? Ooh, this is triple what Artie paid me. You're the boss now. Is this a bribe? Consider me bribed. Sure. Place is all yours.
This is funny.
Oh, thanks. Time to turn you in now. You think that's enough to pay me?
Hey there.
Lucrative mining may for maybe another 5-7 years. Who are you? You don't look like you're supposed to be here. What? How dare you? Guards! Guards! Artie huffs and looks around the emptier than usual area around him. Oh, I understand. Look, don't hurt me. No amount of gold is worth losing teeth over. New pirates in town paid me to devalue the crystals in the Booty Bay Journal. Their captain didn't seem to fancy Zero's making all this profit. Captain's name? Grub Redcut. Excuse me. Now, I do believe their ship is still hanging around the southern coast. Go on, I have oh man, throat.
Time to turn you in now.
Go on, I have important work to finish. You really don't want to irk the venture company.
See you later.
Need to drink something. Alright, going all the way back there. Is this part of the thing? Doesn't seem like it.
Whatever you need.
Pirates? Yep. I heard the babies. Pirates, of course, we know where to go next.
I'll be here.
Money, 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 money.
Good to see you.
Grub Redcut and his crew are notorious for their love of money. They'll do anything for it. I assume there is a treasure to be had on his own ship, but just in case there isn't, there must be gold within their pockets. Will you do me the dirty business of collecting it? I won't question your negotiation tactics. Just don't kill them. I'm not trying to start up serious blood for you today. Sure, get back half the gold I fucking paid for your thing. Crystal Schmistles. Grub Redcut. Patooey. Sore crusty loser who thinks he's all tough because he's big and buff. He hates that someone like me can make more money than him. Believe it or not, I play the auction house fairly. I am a saint compared to him. So Grub sold my crystals, eh? And then paid Artie to lie about them so no one would go looking for them. A fine plan. Grub must have something valuable on that ship of his. Well, we're going to go take it. Search the ship thoroughly. Sally sails, she sails by the seashore.
So long, friend.
But I've been using this other mount for so long. Let's switch it up. Malcolm and Rage. Okay. Where are y'all going? Where the hell are you going?
Are you here for my treasure? Wicked swine.
Wow, whole gold ingot. Hmm.
Your time is up, Zeros. Did you think you could just fly away?
Oh, hello there, stranger.
It's high time those pirates learn they can't terrorize anyone they please.
I'll be here.
Oh my gold, that looks like a hefty sum. Yeah, sure.
So long, friend.
Please hurry, the Baron wasn't kidding about my scales. I'm a dragon, as you know, and my scales are worth quite a lot. I'm glad you know that you're a dragon.
Good to see you. So long, friend.
You returned just in time. A minute later, and I would have been skin. I would have been a skin. Yeah, you might have had. You might have found a skin dragon on your hands. Gross. Give him the treasure quickly.
I'll be here. I have the payment. Here.
Keep your nose clean in my town. Ah, but that's not good enough, is it? You owe me a lot more. Bruisers, give me his scales.
Yeah.
You shall leave him intact, Baron. He paid his debt. It is now my turn to do business.
Ah, run!
Like, that's all he had to do. Just bam, turn into a dragon.
Whatever you need.
Didn't have to kill anyone, breathe any magical fire. Just scare him.
Good.
What amusing creatures.
That was quite the entrance.
I am old, and therefore have lots of tricks, young one. It seems your business is concluded here. Will you return with us? We do need you, Zeros.
I suppose I am now in your debt. Let's go. I hope the Isles are as magical as the rumors say.
Yeah, there's quite a few generations of dragons that never been to the Isles.
I am the oldest of my kind.
And I do hope that is the last we see of the Baron. Truth be told, I respect his seat of power in Stranglethorn. We were lucky to find Zero still alive. He must have developed quite the positive relationship with the Baron before all this nonsense, or else he would have not have been given so much time. Let us return to the archives.
The Titans guide you.
That was amusing.
These ruins are teeming with magic.
Yes, River Gleam.
We must gather all.
I believe we can help each other.
I'm rather spent from that mission. Let me rest for a while.
There is great power
You get your rest, old man.
Use it wisely.
Forget what I need to use these for. Or like where I should take them.
There's magic in everything.
Still got more blue dragons to track down. Honors of choosing where to go next.
Fly true.
Man, there's still quite a few to go. Goodness. Jade Forest. Daughter of Malagos and Saragossa? Kirigosa survived the turbulent Nexus War that ripped her away her life and family. I always assumed Malagos was with Sindragosa. Afterward, Kirigosa sought a permanent summer in Stranglethorn, Finding warmth but not quite peace, she moved on to Dawn's Blessing, a small village nestled in the Jade Forest. The Blue Dragonflight would welcome her return. Now let's hope it's less silly than dealing with a lone shark. Kiri, yes, I know where she is.
Good luck.
Kirigosa wrote me after leaving Stranglethorn some years ago. She said it was beautiful and balmy, but not very quiet. I presume and hope she has found peace in Pandaria. If I am honest with myself, I should not be surprised that she hasn't answered the Isle's call. Yet we must do our duty and seek her out. If I'm doubly honest with myself, I would have any excuse to see her again. Let us take a break from these chilly winds and visit the Jade Forest. Somebody has a crush.
All will be well.
Or at least an admiration. Depending on how long this one will take, it'll be the last one I do for the evening.
Hear the bird calls.
I hope you find these to your liking. Family.
Wait, what the hell is all this crap?
Food. These are what matter most.
Okay. Look at her having the time of her life. Just dancing.
Ah, a new visitor.
Caligos?
Calic. It's good to see you.
It's been too long.
Hello, and welcome to you, too. I am Kirigosa.
This is my friend.
Oh, I think I know of you. News of your exploits have reached even this humble village. We are honored to have you. I suspect you must have important business here.
Somewhat, yes. Have you heard the call of the Isles? The Blue Flight awaits.
Yes, I have heard.
Ah, champion. While we catch up, why don't you take a stroll around the village? There's much to do and see.
Yeah, I know when I'm not wanted.
It's good to meet you. Stop by any time.
The village carp bring fortune and peace. Their well-being reflects the health of the village. The carp thrive on special food made from worm meal and vegetable paste. It's not as unpleasant as it sounds, especially after we finish dehydrating it into neat little blocks. Here, just toss it gently in the water near them. Their ponds also require cleaning, so please skim any debris you find.
Please, take
deliveries. I've been cultivating a new flower in this land. It's quite versatile, but the villagers and I are still refining its various uses. I just harvested my latest batch today. Will you help me deliver them? Adventure!
You certainly took your time to pay me a visit.
My duties as aspect have gotten more time-consuming as of late. I'm sorry, Kiri. I should have come sooner. So, this is where you've chosen to settle.
Yes, I have a daily routine. I know all the villagers. I even have my own house.
A house? I see.
That's cute. Okay, deliveries first.
We can do business.
Prettier than I can imagine. Look at the sheen of velvety petals, as if they shimmer with magic. I'm not gonna read all these.
Bye.
My goods are crafted with great care.
Farewell.
Hmm? White Tiger watch over you.
One more. Old Man Mishtai. I do love the art direction of Miss Pandaria. And while it's not, I don't think it's coming in clear enough. The music of this expansion is very excellent. Let's get on my raft. Very pleasant.
Oh, hello. Safe travels to you.
All done. Thank you. The carp are so pretty, aren't they? Their scales shimmer almost like a dragon's.
Please, take care.
Wonderful. By the way, if you like the flowers, I would love to give you a bunch for my next harvest.
Safe travels to you.
Up, up, and home. Honest work for an honest day. Why don't we have some tea and conversation at my home? Just tell me when you're ready.
Stop by anytime.
Let's go. We're up.
Leaving me behind? Well, I suppose I am a dragon after all.
Look around you. Can you see why I fell in love with Pandaria?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Better than frost and snow. Keep up, Calicos. Let the warm winds take you. That boy still has it, doesn't he?
Where are we going?
My home.
My home. Please, take care.
Yep. There we go.
Ah, a new visitor. Safe travels to you.
I'm glad you've come.
How strange and wonderful it is to be in Gary's own home. That being said, I can't help but notice it is an absolute mess in here. She's right there, dude. She spends all this time helping with the villagers. I have a feeling that she doesn't reserve time for herself. Typical Carrie. Again, she's right here. Would you mind tidying up the place a bit? Sure, I'll be the maid.
Good luck.
Caligos, your return stirs my heart and my memories.
I'm waiting for the scene to
Calm
play
of
out.
the Isles is strong, believe me. If it is true what you say, that the Blues are united once more, that is more than I could have ever hoped for.
It's true. At the end of the day, you are a blue dragon, Kiri. You belong with us.
This place is so unlike home, and yet I have never felt so at home in such a long time. I've remade my family here. If I had a choice, I would never leave them.
Kiri, I apologize. You do have a choice. I shouldn't push you. Why don't we give you some space to think it over?
Oh, thank you for understanding. If you would like some respite, I recommend the Drunken Hosen in town.
There.
How can I help?
Oh, did you finish? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I can tell Carrie appreciates you.
Come
I
on.
will need some time to think and make my decision. Please, stay a while and enjoy the view. I will find you both shortly.
Caligos is quiet for a moment, a wistful look on his face. I'd call upon Nosdarmo to help us pass the time, but he tell me that I should be able to handle this. So, the Drunken Hosen. If Carrie recommends it, then let us go.
Together, the Drunken Hosen? Sounds excellent. Meet you there.
I anticipate a tavern brawl.
Over here, friend.
I was not expecting this music.
I'm happy for Kiri. She deserves this and so much more. She spent her entire life dedicated to the Blue Dragon flight, even after loss. After loss. After events I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. Nothing more can be taken from her. We will try to give her the world in the Isles. Cheers, friend. May the Blue Dragons thrive. I'm glad you've come.
Ah, there you are.
Join us for a drink. Well, I didn't have too many. Oh, Kiri is here. I wonder if she has made her decision. Please ask her for her thoughts.
Keep safe.
So what you thinking?
It's good to meet you.
Can I express how happy I am today after spending time with you both. But about the matter you've come for, smile sadly. Will you return to the Dragon Isles with us?
Take care. This is difficult for me to say. I cannot return to the Isles. Not now. Not for a while. It is just this place. These people. I've found, for the first time in a long time, I have agency in my own life.
You know, you'd love these folk called the Tuskar. I learned a valuable lesson from them recently. Wherever we may be, wherever we may go, family will always be family.
Insert a Fast and Furious meme here.
It's good to see you again.
Wish the outcome was different, but if Kiri is truly happy here, then I couldn't possibly ask for anything more. Thank you for coming with me. It's time time we return to the archives.
Fly true.
Thank
Aww.
you.
Started with a really silly search for a dragon and end with a really sweet moment.
These ruins are teeming with magic ley lines.
I don't care.
We must gather all the energy we can.
Well met, friend.
Let's get back to work.
Fair skies and strong winds. Come back soon.
And I'm gonna put a pin in it right here. Oh, I got some mail from Kirigosa. Oh, wrong one. Nope, go away.
Next in line, please.
Hello, Jaybird. I've been thinking about your last visit. I thought you might know where Caligos is. Given your friendship with him, he is difficult to locate nowadays. You, on the other hand, why, any messenger knows your name by now. Next time we meet, I'd like to hear more about your worldly adventures. Whenever you feel the time is right, could you please give this letter to Caligos? I hope to see you both again soon. Okay.
Good luck out there.
Read the letter.
Dearest Calic, it was never ending, getting to know grief. It was deeper than the oceans of Azeroth, more twisted than the sands of time, darker than the void. Stranglethorn was a welcome distraction. Here, however, rekindled a hope I thought lost. If grief decides to visit Dawn's Blossom, I will meet it with my life. someday, let's fly over Azeroth again.
That was really pleasant. Theramore, Winter Spring, Crystal Song. Again, I'm gonna do this. I'll probably do this tomorrow. But for now, I will sign off and switch over to watching Critical Role. Oh, I hope you didn't mind my poor reading aloud skills. Until next time.